on News Live at 6. Syracuse University opens a new building in Los Angeles for the SULA program.
Plus, has Congressman Brandon Williams been ignoring a top elected official in his own party? The latest in the race for NY22.
And March Madness hopes are on the line tonight for Syracuse men's basketball. We have live coverage from Clemson tonight as Syracuse looks for an upset. Citrus TV News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Good evening and welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Cora Mayer-Costa, filling in for Olivia Maniscalco.
And I'm John Perik. We'll get to those top stories in a moment, but we begin tonight with a top university bar causing confusion on campus. Our Michael Lamort joins us live at the bar tonight. Michael, help us understand these imposter texts we're hearing about.
Yeah, John. Well, first of all, Cora, it's great to see you at the main desk today. But to answer your question, John, imposter texts. That is right. Someone is posing as the management team here at the Orange Crate Brewing Company. Now, that comes as a surprise because where I'm standing right now on South Cross Avenue, right in front of the bar, it's a staple to the nightlife here at Syracuse. And it's no stranger to students, but also celebrities. Carmelo Anthony came here last year. Even Dave Portnoy from Barstool, he came to the Orange Crate for a bar crawl. Now, that list goes on. It's simply a staple. But yesterday, the Orange Crate took to Instagram to address the bargoers of a rather troublesome situation. The story post said, quote, "We were made aware people are receiving texts claiming to be us. These are fake texts from a fake number. They've also contacted the authorities and have asked whoever has been posting these messages to stop doing so."
Certainly a very popular bar. With these text messages, though, were you able to find out what was on the text? What were they saying?
Well, John, I did speak with the management team, team here at the bar, but they were unable to tell me exactly what was on that text, but they did say this: "We love the students who frequent our establishment and hate that this misinformation has been spread. We ask for these messages to stop being sent or posted as they are damaging to our business and our employees." And again, guys, this is still an active investigation.
All right, Michael, now is the bar saying how exactly customers will be able to discern whether a text from Orange Crate is real or not moving forward?
Well, they are saying that they don't even actually send out text messages. So if you do get a text and it says it's from the Orange Crate, you can expect it to be a scam. From outside Crouse Avenue, Mike Lamort, Citrus TV News.
All right, Mike Lamort, thank you for your coverage tonight. Now, Syracuse University has revamped their main website, syracuse.edu. You can see it right there on your screen, a brand new digital experience. And the university says it aims to enhance the digital experience for all students, staff, faculty, alumni, and visitors. I actually went on the website earlier. Seems pretty easy to use and definitely a new fresh look for Syracuse's signature website.
And Syracuse University opened its doors to its new location of the Dick Clark Los Angeles program this past weekend. Alumni gathered to celebrate the university's expansion in the entertainment field. This new addition includes new space for offices, classrooms, studios, as well as additional academic programs for both Newhouse and VPA.
Now, last night, the Student Association held their weekly meeting. It announced a food drive will be happening at Top Supermarket in between South Campus and Drumlins on Friday. SA also announcing that there will be new courses available for students on academic probation facing academic dismissal. These classes will be aimed at enhancing the students' personal well-being. Student Association also says the Barnes Center will be subsidizing the expense of emergency contraceptives, providing a more affordable option than the current options off campus. And for the most up-to-date information on any Student Association news, make sure to follow our Student Association beat reporter, Elijah Brown. That's at Elijah B News on X.
NLE Choppa is coming to Cuse. According to a graphic posted by Madman Entertainment, the rap and hip-hop star is set to perform on April 20th at Castle Court. The event, titled Mayday, will take place from 1 to 5 p.m.
And Syracuse University hopes to bring the future of AI onto campus with the help of a new grant. The university announced that it's received a $1.5 million donation to establish the KG Tan Professorship, which looks to bring in experts from the field of AI to campus. SU hasn't made a decision on who exactly will get the grant money, but an in-depth search is expected to take place in the fall.
Tomorrow morning, head over to Shine for free coffee and donut. The Hendricks Chapel chaplains are hosting What's Brewing with the Chaplains, an event meant to educate students on who the chaplains are and what they do. The university chaplains are confidential and trusted advisors to help students deal with religious, spiritual, and ethical problems. The event is from 10 to 11.
Happening right now, Syracuse University is holding a speaking competition in Lyman Hall. The White Denison Presentation Speaking Competition invites past and current students of CRS 225 and 325 to show off their skills for a chance to win a cash prize. The final round is set to take place on April 4th, and students interested in attending can find out more on the Syracuse University community calendar.
Well, baseball season is just around the corner, and the Syracuse Mets held an open house to get fans ready for the season. Here to tell us more is Citrus TV's Matt Lesnick. Matt, good evening.
Good evening, John and Cora. That's right, the Syracuse Mets held their annual open house where fans could take part in a number of activities, and the team made sure that there was fun for everyone there.
The staff did a great job to get us ready, and thank you for coming out. This is our 11th open house.
The Syracuse Mets opened up NBT Bank Stadium to fans for their annual open house. While the weather wasn't great for a ball game, it was a good opportunity for fans to get a tour of the stadium.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties right now, but we'll have more on that later.
Well, thank you, Matt, for your coverage. We expect to see more later. Just a few miles off campus on James Street, a fire was reported in the Skyline apartment building. The fire was contained within a single unit with one occupant inside, but thankfully they were able to get out in time with no major injuries. The owner of the property says there isn't anyone living inside the affected apartments besides potential squatters in the buildings. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
Alrighty, Cora, well, just getting to our weather here. So I was actually in Miami over the weekend.
Oh, wow.
Flew back yesterday. I get off the plane in Syracuse, and I'm like, is this Syracuse or do we stay in Florida?
You brought the sun with you, it seems.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's not going to go away anytime soon. And we've got our weather anchor here live in studio right now. Kaitlin Cambell, is this warm weather here to stay?
John, I hope you enjoyed your weekend in Miami and that warm weather when you got back, but unfortunately we're going to see that 70 degrees not continue into this week. Looking right now, it's 53 degrees and a little cloudy, and there's some 6-mile-per-hour winds, so you want to get in your evening walk before the sun sets tonight. But looking around the region here, we see that everybody is kind of experiencing those mid-spring temperatures like we are, except for Rochester here at 64 degrees, but we also are seeing Binghamton here at 49 degrees. So there really is a wide range around the region, but you know, everybody's experiencing those higher than 20 temperatures, which I think everybody can say they're pretty happy about. But looking into this evening, the temperature will drop to 50 degrees and you'll see a 15% chance of rain. Again, that cloud's just not a sunny night, it's a nice sunrise tonight, but at least we'll still be experiencing those spring temperatures. All of more later in the show.
All right, Kaitlin, thank you very much. And VO is back here in Syracuse. The local e-scooter company began rolling out their scooters this past Sunday and expect to have a full fleet back by March 15th. This comes as they were gone for 2 months for the winter season, but with these warm weathers, they're back. And VO has been closed now since January 1st.
New York is offering some big discounts to home buyers. 2 Syracuse area builders are planning to help first-time buyers save nearly $200,000 in buying a house. These incentives are aimed at lower-income buyers. In order to access these benefits, they need to take a home buyer education course and earn less than 80% of their community's average income. Syracuse city officials say they plan to build over 40 homes under this program.
Rally House is coming to Syracuse. The nationwide sports store is gearing up to open its first store in Central New York over in Destiny Mall. The store will be 6,000 square feet and will be located on the second floor of the mall right next to Five Below. Now, the store is expected to open this spring.
Coming up, the latest in the race for Congress and the conflict between Brandon Williams and a Republican county executive.
Plus, up, and no way! A major airline is raising its checked bag fees right before spring break. How this could impact your wallet. Stay with us.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the Citrus TV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has been subpoenaed by a congressional subcommittee. This comes as he is being investigated into his handling of nursing homes during the COVID-19 pandemic.
The committee is now looking to question Cuomo about how his administration instructed nursing homes to admit recovering COVID-positive patients from hospitals. This faced major criticism as it led to an increase in COVID-19 deaths in nursing homes across New York State. And now to the race for Congress, where a county executive is speaking out against Syracuse Congressman Brandon Williams, even though they're in the same party. Our political reporter Luke Radel has the story.
In a district with 30,000 more registered Democrats than Republicans, Congressman Brandon Williams is under pressure, but it's a position he's been in before.
Most of you know that I was a nuclear submarine officer for the Navy.
In the effort to get Congressman Brandon Williams reelected, it's all hands on deck, from Lee Zeldin and Elise Stefanik to the leader of House Republicans nationwide.
The reason we're here is because we've got to get Brandon Williams reelected to Congress.
But even though he has support from national and statewide leaders, the cracks are starting to show in his local support. The Syracuse Post-Standard reports that Williams is absent on Central New York issues while fighting progressive fantasies, a phrase Williams often uses, including in this TV ad funded by taxpayer dollars.
Since coming to Washington, I've fought for our families, stood against the progressive fantasies holding back our nation.
A fellow Republican, Oneida County Executive Anthony Picenti, told the Post-Standard he'd rather see Williams be more engaged on local issues. Picenti was first vocally critical of the congressman in an interview with Citrus TV News last fall.
Congressman is in his first term and is relatively new to, that, but more importantly, not familiar with the area, not familiar with the with the community.
Picenti told the Syracuse Post-Standard he hadn't heard from Williams since April of 2023, a statement that a Williams spokesperson called not accurate. Citrus TV News obtained photos of the two men at public events in August, September, and January from a Republican operative who wishes to remain anonymous to protect their relationship with Williams and Picenti. In a new statement to Citrus TV News, a Picenti spokesperson acknowledges the two have exchanged pleasantries periodically, but reaffirms that they have had, quote, absolutely no substantive conversations in almost a year. And in the statement on your screen, a spokesperson for Congressman Brandon Williams did not dispute what the Picenti team had to say about their communication, asserting that Congressman Williams' record, quote, speaks for itself. They also pointed out the millions of dollars in funding the congressman has secured for the region, including projects in Oneida County like Rome Labs. He says that he welcomes any assistance in making CNY, quote, the best place to live. We've invited both Picenti and Williams to sit down with us for an interview in the coming days and hope to schedule that soon. John and Cora, back over to you.
Great coverage tonight, Luke. Now staying with politics, the latest in the presidential race. Today is Super Tuesday, where voters in more than a dozen states head to the polls to choose their party's nominee. On the Republican side, Donald Trump is expected to walk away with blowout wins in many key primary states, including California and Texas.
His opponent, Nikki Haley, promised to stay in the race until today, even though she has lost every previous contest except for the primary election in Washington, D.C. The day is called Super Tuesday because more delegates are at stake today than any other date during the campaign. And whoever wins the most delegates gets their party's nomination in the summer.
And if you were on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, or Messenger today, I know I was, you may have noticed some login issues. I thought I was alone, but several users say they were locked out of their accounts on all Meta platforms earlier today. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency says they were not aware of any malicious connection to the outage. This comes ahead of Thursday's deadline for big tech companies to comply with the EU's new Digital Markets Act.
Former Twitter executives are suing Elon Musk and X for more than $128 million in severance. The former Twitter execs say after Musk agreed to buy the company for $44 billion, he took revenge against them. Musk is alleged to have tried to recover some of his expenses by repeatedly not honoring agreements on his contracts. The complaint is, quote, Musk doesn't pay his bills, believes the rules don't apply to him.
And coming up, I'll have your full 5-day forecast. You don't want to miss it.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Women are bad with money.
That's what the world's been saying for centuries.
But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look at your full 5-day forecast. Now, I hope you enjoyed that sunshine, like I said earlier in the show, because tomorrow we're going to be seeing a nice rainy day. I mean, we had to get some rain for having those nice warm temperatures. It's only Syracuse, right? So we're seeing some 50-degree temperatures throughout the week until Sunday. But if you look at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, as soon as we get through the rain, we're seeing the sun pop back out again. And then as far as Saturday and Sunday, hopefully you're going home for spring break and maybe to warmer areas where we will be seeing some rain and some wintry mix here in Syracuse. Now let's keep on going forward. We're going to see that we've had record temperatures throughout the week. So we hit record temperatures for the twice in 1 week, which hasn't happened in a while here in Syracuse. Now we hit 70 degrees both times within the past week. Last Tuesday we hit above 70 degrees and this Tuesday we have as well. So it's been really crazy and really great as well also for Syracuse students, obviously. And that's all I have for right now. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Kaitlin. Well, for those hopping on a plane this spring break, Delta Airlines has raised its checked bag fee by $5. It will now cost travelers $35 for the first checked bag and $45 for their second.
The change follows just 2 weeks after American Airlines announced its baggage price increase. And this is the first time since 2018 Delta has increased its baggage price. But Delta says it will help them stay on pace with rising industry costs.
Syracuse men's basketball concludes its regular season tonight against Clemson. The Orange are live from Little John. CitrusTV is live from Little John on the other side in sports.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer's fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
Syracuse men's basketball's final leg of a roller coaster of a regular season ends tonight. Welcome into sports, live from Little John Coliseum in Clemson, South Carolina. I'm Max Gifford. The Orange matchup against a Tigers team tonight that they went up against last February, but if you would have asked an SU fan then, this team was essentially left for nothing. The Orange dismissed one of its most veteranized players in Benny Williams just a couple games before SU took on Clemson, and the team couldn't find a lick of consistency. Turn the calendar to March, the Orange have won 6 of their last 8 games and find themselves in March Madness conversations. And for head coach Adrian Autry, the key to the Orange getting to this point and staying the course was loyalty to their squad. head coach Adrian Autry now finds himself on the cusp of a potential 5-game win streak, and the chance to do that is tonight against the Tigers. Tip-off is slated for 7. The teams are coming out right behind me as we speak. You can tune into Citrus TV coverage all night long by following our reporter Nick Luttrell on X at Nick Luty. Orange Press Pass goes live at 11 p.m. on YouTube and OTN.
Alrighty, Max. Now, Syracuse, if they're going to get a win tonight, somebody's got to step up. Who's their X factor tonight?
Well, John, it's definitely going to take another complete effort from this Syracuse team. The Orange have played very well as an entire team, but when it comes to X Factor, a name I think of is Judah Mintz. And why I say that, he's been on another level these last couple of games. He's averaged over 21 points a contest and over 5 assists, so working as that scorer and facilitator. He's also scored 27 of his last 30 free throws in those last 4 games as well. And if the Orange want a potential shot at March Madness, right now they're on the considered section in ESPN Joe Lunardi's most recent bracketology. Judah Mintz needs to step up the biggest tonight for the Orange.
Now, Max, looking ahead at the game, which Tigers can we expect to take over?
Well, Cora, when Joe Girard is going to make a lot of threes tonight, there's no doubt about that. But if you're looking at second and third options for this Clemson team, the main guy I look to is P.J. Hall. He's the leading scorer for this Clemson team. He's the first guy you're going to scout. But a guy that may not be on everyone's radar, Ian Shefflin, a guy that averaged only 3 to 5 points from his freshman and sophomore year. He's now averaging nearly a double-double per contest, only one of 17 players in the country who can say that. And the fans here at Littlejohn Coliseum, they're wearing chef hats. The fan base has rallied around him in these last couple of games because of how he's become that tertiary option for Clemson.
Thank you, Max. When we come back, Kaitlin Cambell has your wake-up weather.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take one last look at your weather. Tomorrow when you wake up, it's going to be 50 degrees and rainy, so make sure on your way to class you bring that umbrella, bring that raincoat so you are prepared for the storms throughout the day. Now let's take a look at my photo of the day, which is again the beautiful sunset from my dorm. I just love looking at it in the evenings. It's just a great way to end the night. That's all I have this evening from weather. Guys, back to you.
All right, Kayla, nice, pretty sunset there. Well, I guess they say, come on, Barbies, let's go party. Barbie the movie, in concert, is coming to upstate New York. The concert is on August 14th at the Darien Lake Amphitheater near Buffalo.
And the concert experience will feature a live orchestra performing with a screening of the Barbie movie. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster.
Well, I don't know if you realize how I said it, but I don't really know much about Barbie.
Oh, I love Barbie. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's all we have for you today on Citrus TV News Live at 6.
Don't forget you can follow us on X and Instagram at CitrusTV News. Now for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Cora Mayer-Costa.
And I'm Perik. Take care, Syracuse.